Keep your palms together, right upon left. Take a deep and long breath and let it go slowly. Be relaxed. Again, take a deep and long breath and let it go slowly. Be relaxed. The mind is relaxing as well as the body. Pay full attention to your body, also your mind. Cut off the whole world, come to this moment. This is the moment that you can enjoy. You don't have pain, sorrow, any unpleasant thoughts in your mind. Still, you have some objects in your mind, likewise, pictures, sound, taste, feeling, sensation. All these objects are disappearing. The mind is relaxed. Let us use this moment to generate metta loving friendliness thoughts. First of all, generate metta to yourself, scanning your whole body, head to toes. Generate metta to yourself. May I be well, happy and peaceful. May I be well, happy and peaceful. You feel wellness, sorrowlessness, painlessness, happiness. Generate more and more metta to yourself. Let us share this metta with others as I am. My family members, friends, relatives, and neighbors be well, happy, and peaceful. If you have any unfriendly thoughts of them, let us generate compassion and equanimity along with metta. Let us extend all living beings in this country, may they be well, happy, and peaceful. All living beings on this continent, may they be well, happy, and peaceful. All living beings on earth, may they be well, happy, and peaceful. All living beings in this galaxy, may they be well, happy, and peaceful. Finally, break all the boundaries and limits. Just practice metta to the universe. All living beings be well, happy, and peaceful. Human, non-human, living near or far, born or coming to birth. May all beings be well, happy, and peaceful. Break all the boundaries and limits. Just practice metta to the universe. Being in this metta upliftment, continue in mindfulness. Let us practice mindfulness of breathing meditation. Pay full attention to your inhalation and exhalation. Mindfully breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Pay full attention to your inhalation and exhalation. When you are breathing in, understand as breathe in. When you are breathe out, and understand as breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Keep your mind end of your nostril and watch your natural inhalation and exhalation. You're not supposed to do it intentionally. Just watch your natural inhalation and exhalation. Painful attention develop in your mindfulness. Be aware whether it is a short breath or long breath. When you are breathing in a short breath, understand as a short breath. When you are breathing in a long breath, understand as a long breath, as well as exhaling. Painful attention develop in your concentration. Try to see how important your breath is. Whenever you stop this breathe in and out, that would be the last moment of the existence. The life is dependent on the breath. But the breath is not me. The breath is not myself. The breath is not mine either. Pay full attention and develop your mindfulness. Try to see the reality through your wisdom. Breathe in, breathe out. Conventionally, we can talk about the breath, but absolutely there is nothing such a thing to talk about as a breath. What is in here? You can see rising and falling, generating and vanishing. This is the process in here. Right away, generating as well as generating itself, it's ready to vanish. It's vanishing itself, rising, falling, rising, falling. You can see how quick it's happening, changing and changing. This is the process in here. In this process, analyzing this process, you can see the breath is impermanent. It's changing and changing. The breath is impermanent. Which is impermanent? That is full of suffering. Which is impermanent as well as full of suffering? Such a things no one can take as me, myself. This is the realistic. Through your concentration, try to see this reality. Take your time and practice mindfulness of breathing meditation. Following all these steps, you can practice mindfulness of breathing meditation. Whenever you notice the mind has lost its meditation object, come back and start again. Mindfully breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Dukkhapattacha nidukkha Bhayapattacha nibbaya Sokapatacha nisoka Hontu sabbe pipanino. May the suffering be from suffering. May the fear struck be free from fear. May the grieving be free from grief. So too may all beings be. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you. Okay, let us have our Dhamma sermon. We are in Dhammapada, stanza number 125. Papa Vagga. Yo appa duttassa narassa dussati, suddassa posassa ananganassa, tameva balang paccheti papang, sukumo rajo pativa tangva kitto. Whoever harms a harmless person, whoever harms a harmless person, one pure and guiltless, upon that very pool the evil recoils like fine dust thrown against the wind. Yo appaduttassa narassa dussati. In this stanza, these are the very important words that you should keep in your mind. Appaduttassa. Appaduttassa means person who is virtue, person who don't have unwholesome activities, evil deeds. Appaduttassa. Yo appaduttassa. Yo, if there is one person, to appaduttassa person, appaduttassa means the person who is in virtue. If someone try to do harmful things, for virtual person, wholesome person, suddhassa posassa ananganassa, tameva balang paccheti papang, suddhassa posassa ananganassa. Suddhassa means very clean. Very clean. They don't have any evil deeds. No evil thoughts, no evil deeds. Suddhassa. Ananganassa, they don't have any defilements. So in here, mentioning about Arahant beings and also Sotapanna, Sakadagami, Anagami. All these four stages are considered as Ananganassa, who don't have defilements. Basically, person who attain Sotapanna, the first level of sainthood, he does have some defilements, but he can see his mistakes and unwholesome thoughts, and he can control his unwholesome thoughts very well. But still, he is living with unwholesome. Uh, he is living with the main roots of greed, hatred, and ignorance. He did not finish. He did not eliminate all the defilements, but he can see his mistake. Seeing his mistake, he can correct himself. Not like super mundanes. So, dussati, if you are doing some harmful things, painful things, bothering to them, pacheti, pacheti, it will come to you again. It will come back to you. If you are doing some harmful, painful things for person who is in virtue, who has clean and clear mind, who can control, who is controlling the defilements, who is enjoying mindfulness, concentration, who is living with wisdom. If you are doing some harmful things to such a person, those activities coming back to you again as a counter attack. In here, the Buddha used a simile to understand it more. Sukumo rajo pativatanga kitto. Rajo means dust. Sukumo rajo pativatanga. Dust, you throw dust into wind, the very powerful wind. That wind is blowing 25 miles per hour, something like that. That much is speed. Beyond that, when you throw it to the wind, all the dust, because of that wind, it's directly come back to you. This is the simile the Buddha mentioned in this instance, are particular to understand. If you are doing harmful things to virtuous person, this should be the results. It will come back to you. It will come back to you. In this instance, the Buddha is giving us advice. We have to be mindful, we have to be careful. If you are blaming some virtuous person, if you are criticizing in unnecessary way without having evidence to some virtuous person, then result would be very bad and harmful, painful for us. Therefore, we should be very careful. The Buddha uh, delivered this stanza. There was an incident. The incident was one morning a hunter by the name Coker. He's a hunter, an aborigine who is living in the forest, not a civilized person. He met a monk in the morning when he was getting ready to go hunting. Seeing that monk, he was very upset. He was very upset because he thought, okay, I met this monk today. Perhaps I might not get uh, any opportunity to kill any living beings because he's living for hunting. Same as he was not able to get any living beings, any animals. He was not able to hunt. He was living doing so, but today he was missing everything. He was very, very angry, somehow thinking himself, today I don't earn anything, so how I am feeding my family. Having that thoughts, he was coming back to home. On the way, he met again that monk. Seeing the monk, he got anger, and with angry mind, he used a technique. He had a lot of dogs, hunts dogs. He threw all the dogs to the monk. Then the monk climbed to a tree where was which was very close to him. He climbed up. The monk was on road, on tree now. Then the hunter was under the tree. He using his bow and arrows, he shot monk. He was very painful when he was uh, wearing that pain. Somehow the rope removed from his body and fell down. Exactly, rope covered that hunter. Dogs thought the monk fell down, then they start to attack to the hunter. Dogs were killing the hunter. The monk was trying to uh, help him to get rid that situation, but he was not able to do anything. Somehow he died. Dogs went away. Finally, the monk was very upset because he's very virtuous, clean monk. He did not do any slight wrong. So, but he had doubt whether he was influenced to kill that hunter. Then he went to see the Buddha, having this matter question in his mind, on his mind, directly went and then asked from the Buddha, Venerable Sir, this happened to me today. Am I did some mistake there? Analyzing all these things, seeing the reality, the Buddha said, no, you did not have any wicked mind to do any harmful things. You was maintaining very clean mind. And Buddha declared this stanza, Buddha, yo apaduttasa narasa dussati, suddhasa posasa ananganasa tameva balam pacheti papang sukumavarajo pativatang chakittu. Buddha delivered this stanza in front of that monk. Listening to this Dhamma, he was able to attain enlightenment. The monk was able to attain enlightenment. But this is the story. This is the reason to deliver this stanza. Dear friends, in here you can see the universal truth. Universal truth is the truth. In here, directly it says, if you are doing harmful things to virtuous person who is developed his mind, who is full of compassion, sympathetic joy, equanimity. When you are developing your mind means you are developing these qualities. These are the qualities of virtue. Person who we consider as virtue, then you can see these qualities. Loving friendliness, compassion, sympathetic joy, and equanimity. So, if someone try to do some harmful things, painful things to that person who develop his mind, who is living virtuous, virtuous uh, thoughts and with these all qualities, that person may not get any harm, even though we are trying to do something. But the results go back to again the person who did that with wicked mind. Wicked mind means full of lust, full of desire, full of anger, full of ignorance. That kind of mentality who has, and if that person is engaging with the harmful things to virtuous person, it will come directly to that person. Direct to the person. There is no any doubt about that because we can think about ourselves. Dear friends, anger is anger. Anger is not belongs to somewhere or someone. Who has anger, who has angry mind, does not matter. Anger is anger. Then naturally, you can experience yourself. If you are living with anger, how would be your mind? Don't you burn in yourself when you are living with anger? Yes. You can't sleep, you can't eat, you don't have any energy because of anger. Any energy means to do some positive things. To do negative things, there are. So now you can see when you are angry, you are burning yourself. Then when you try to do something harmful against to someone, then first you are burning to do before happens something to that person. Venerable Devadatta was trying to kill Buddha in few times. But in his last stage, realizing his mistake, he was asking from his disciples to take him to the Buddha. But unfortunately, even he was not able to see the Buddha in his last moment. He passed away on the way to Jetavana monastery, where Buddha was. At that moment, he was suffer himself because he reflecting all unwholesome thoughts that he had toward to Buddha, he was burning himself. He was burning himself. You can see yourself, you can see, you can analyze your experiences that you have. If you are living with any of unwholesome thoughts, if you did something with these unwholesome thoughts, try to see what happened to you. What happened to you? This is the universal truth. You are burning yourself. You are suffering yourself before do any kind of harmful things to others. This is the nature. This is the reality. This is the nature. This is the reality. Just think about the hunter. Hunter, to do some hunting, he has to go to the places where the animals are, and also he has to prepare himself. Prepare himself means wearing boots, jackets, and sometimes perhaps he might have to climb mountains and stay in one particular posture in long time without moving here and there. Do you think these are very comfortable things to that person? No. If he miss any of these things, he is suffering himself. He is suffering himself. Doing so, he is suffering himself. I have seen some people who are hunting. I have seen those people. I was thinking myself, why these people are suffering this much to kill some other living beings? Why? Because of ignorance. They don't get those kind of things as painful things for them. Climbing mountains, holding all the jackets and weapons and everything. They don't feel they are suffering with those things. But that is the reality, that is the truth. So, this is universal truth. Dear friends, all the time, if you are doing some harmful things, that harmful things happening with wicked mind, that wicked mind already burning ourselves. Person who has that wicked mind, that person is burning himself. This is universal truth. Yati sang vapate bijang thadi sang harate palam. What are the things that you are sowing? Those are the things that you can reap. This is very common thing. Common thing. Every action has a reaction. This is the theory created by the Newton. But the Buddha said every volitional action has a reaction. Every volitional action has a reaction. The mind is the most important thing. Every volitional action has a reaction. It means so you are always unhappy with your actions full of hatred. If you are doing something full of hatred, full of desire, full of ignorance, at that moment you have completely polluted mind. polluted mind. That polluted mind is not helping you to be happy. That polluted mind always driving us in wrong direction and also burning ourselves. Burning ourselves. This is universal truth. You can experience yourself. That's why the Buddha said, whether Tathagata appear in this world or not, this Dhamma will exist. Whatever Buddha utter, whatever Buddha preach as a Dhamma, all his preachings are based on the universal truth. His teachings are not changing because of time, because of the place, or because of any other reason. Because that is not the nature of the universal truth. Those are not the nature of the universal truth. Universal truth means it's never changing. So this is also really you can experience wherever you are living, what kind of lifestyle you have does not matter. You can experience yourself. Whoever harms a harmless person, whoever harms harmless person, one pure and guiltless, guiltless, it will come to you, it will come upon you as a counter attack, as a counter attack. This is universal truth. This is the reality. So, understanding this reality, we should take care of our mind, not to do any harmful things to anyone, not just the virtuous person, all living beings, all living beings, because all human beings are developing their virtues in kind of level, kind of degrees. Even the person you recognize as a murder, that person have some qualities. Person who you recognize as a robber, that person also have qualities. That person also have qualities. Therefore, we should respect these qualities. We are not supposed to develop our angry thoughts towards any of person, any of living beings in this world. Why? That kind of thoughts are not helping us to develop our happiness. So we should use each and every moment as a human beings to develop our insight. We should use this very life to develop, to gain our happiness more and more. We born to this human world to develop our humanity. Developing humanity means we are creating, increasing our happiness. Happiness and merits come together. Where is the merits, there is happiness. Where is the happiness, there is merits. So, dear friends, keeping this stanza in your mind, these thoughts in your mind, let us use this human life to develop our happiness, peace, inner peace. Use in each and every opportunity, being a mindful person and also be a wise person to use each and every opportunity to use benefits for ourselves, to fulfill our responsibilities and duties as human beings. This is very important. This is the way how we should act as wise people, as wise person. I think that would be enough for today. Uh, Thank you very much for your participation. Let us use this opportunity to share merits with others. First of all, think about our departed relatives, friends, family members, and pets who departed name of us. By the power of all these merits and metta thoughts, may they all be well, happy, and peaceful. Having that aspiration, share merits with departed ones saying sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Whoever is affected by COVID 19 and any other sicknesses, by the power of these merits and metta thoughts, may they all be well, happy, and peaceful. May they be able to get rid of their suffering and pain, having that aspiration, make blessings upon them, saying, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu. May you all be well, happy, and peaceful. All your wishes come true by the power of these merits and metta thoughts. May we all be able to attain ultimate bliss of Nibbana, having that aspiration, say, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu. By means of these meritorious deeds, may I never join with the foolish. May I join always with the wise until the time I attain Nibbana. May the suffering be free from suffering. May the fear struck be free from fear. May the grieving be free from grief. So too may all beings be. From the highest realms of existence to the lowest, may all beings risen in these realms with form and without form, with perception and without perception, be released from all suffering and attain to perfect peace. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Thank you very much. See you. Bye.